92.7 WOBM, One Direction on a Monday morning. It is now 8:42, 81 degrees. It's a warm one out there. Joining us right now from the Northern Ocean Habitat for Humanity, Vin Ebenu joins us to come back in to talk about what's happening with Habitat for Humanity. Vin, good morning. How are you?
Hi, Vin.
Morning, Sean and Sue. Thanks for having me back.
You bet.
Well, we figured we'd have you in because it gets you out of the heat out there and get you into the air conditioning.
It's so hot outside, right?
It is so hot.
He walked in and he said, "Oh, it's so hot."
Yeah, this would be a tough day to be building. Well, tell us a little bit about, first of all, when we say Northern Ocean Habitat for Humanity, what does that mean as far as regionality for you guys?
Basically, the northernmost part of Ocean County. So anywhere as far south as kind of like Berkeley, Bayville, Beechwood, kind of like down there, and as north, as further north as it goes.
Yeah.
We're located in Toms River, but we kind of do a lot of projects all over the place.
Gotcha. Habitat for Humanity. You've got some fundraising going on and looking forward to new projects. Tell us about what it is that you have coming up.
Well, again, we have our usual annual Bike to Build coming up in mid-September, so I believe it's September 20th. But in the meantime, we have a lot of other repair and home build projects going on. Like we started at the Jersey Shore Festival a couple months ago with that modular home, which is actually meant for Manitou Park on First Avenue. And the lot was actually donated by Mayor Carmen Amato and the Berkeley Township Council. Okay. So, I mean, that saved us a good amount of money because, to pay for the lot. So, but unfortunately, we're kind of at a loss of funds right now, so we can't really finish that home or much other homes right now. So we're kind of working with Network for Good to attach themselves to our website to kind of help us look for more donations, raise more money to kind of build this home, but other homes as well around Northern Ocean County.
And of course, you're helping folks out that otherwise might find themselves in dire straits when it comes to housing.
Yeah, and especially after Sandy. I think our director, Susan Fickner, was actually giving us stats about a year ago with how many homes and how many repairs, unfortunately, for Ocean County have gone up after Hurricane Sandy, which is just about 3 years ago. Yeah. And people are still recovering. Some people haven't been able to return to their homes, and there's a lot of elderly people. I remember going out to one house last year and helping out a Vietnam War veteran who was a little bit older and couldn't do necessarily some of the work around his house. We were going there to help, take care of usual lawn work. But going forward now, we're building homes for people who have lost it, not just who are trying to become homeowners for the first time. And when that home is completed, it's like no other feeling that you'll ever feel for someone else, just kind of that heartwarming feeling.
When you start, with the first, shovel in the ground to the point when you actually hand them the keys and they walk in, that's got to be some feeling for that family and feeling for you guys, as you said.
Definitely. And we make them a part of the process, too. I mean, Habitat, not just here, all over the world, kind of gets that rep where they just kind of give away houses to people who ask for them. But there's actually an application process that you have to go through, and we make the future homeowners a part of the process. So they have to put in sweat equity hours to help build the home themselves. Not that they have the construction background, but it's anything from hammering something in or helping put in a window. So
right.
And they appreciate that too. It's like, hey, the house I'm living in right now is something I actually helped to build. So.
And of course, as you mentioned too, and we've talked about this before on the program, when you're accepting applications or looking for folks to apply for the program, it's not like you're just giving homes to any. There are certain, like you said, things that they have to qualify for to make them be warranted for that. So. Habitat, if they get the wrong, press for that's crazy because you guys do make them go through a process.
Yeah, and Habitat gets, certain, bad pop on that, not just for giving away homes, but for necessarily how we do things and what we do. It's a non-profit organization, so we don't keep the profit that we get from donations. Anything we sell in our restore goes towards repairing and building new homes. And that's what we rely on, too, is people donating old but, quality used furniture to our resource so that we can resell and, sending donations into our website.
Is that how people can help, Vinny? How can people help out?
Well, that's the biggest thing. We're always looking for new volunteers. And I was talking to my friend Lizzie, who's a volunteer coordinator there. And we're talking about trying to get some more high school and college kids, because that's kind of in our age group. I just graduated Sacred Heart last year, and we actually started campus chapters with High School South and Georgian Court University.
Great.
So we're looking to get more of the youth involved as well as, people of all ages. So we're definitely looking for more volunteers to get involved, to, contact us saying, hey, I want to spend, 1 day a week, 2 days a week, whatever, one day a month. Just kind of come out.
Wouldn't it be great, too, on a resume for a college, for kids going into college?
Absolutely.
To say that I helped out?
Giving civic-minded organizations and everything. Yeah.
I remember doing community. I graduated high school East in 2010, and I don't even remember the number of hours because it wasn't important. I did a lot of community service in high school, and it was one of the things that when I was applying to colleges, that they were, oh wow, look, he did a lot of community service, and it's somebody they want in the community. And for any high school or college kid out there that's even here for this summer right now, we're welcoming everybody, to come out and volunteer. But of course, donations as well, to the website, to, into the office. And we're starting to come into that age now where kind of emails and website, Facebook and Twitter is kind of the wave of the future. And we're trying to incorporate those demographics into how we collect donations.
It's like the old expression, there's no place like home. And when you don't have, maybe sometimes we take for granted, what it would be like to not have a home. And that would just be devastating. And the fact that you can help folks out and give them a chance to restart their lives, whatever their circumstances may have put them there, it's a fantastic thing. And it's a community coming together as well. So if we want to make a donation monetarily or of property or something, how do we go about what's the best way to get a hold of Habitat for Humanity?
Right now it'll be at our website, which is nohfh.com. And we're undergoing kind of some tiny renovations there to kind of make it better for everyone to kind of get involved with. And of course, the donation page is one of the biggest upgrades we're working on making right now. But we're encouraging people to kind of follow us on Facebook at Northern Ocean Habitat for Humanity, on YouTube, and on Twitter, which is at NOH4H.
Gotcha.
All right.
And that's .com, you said, the website.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
NOHFish.com.
Very good. So Northern Ocean Habitat for Humanity. And is there certain times of the year where you take a break from building, or will you build all year round?
Pretty much build just about all year round. Obviously, the nicer weather kind of allows us to do a little bit more than some things over the winter. But the winter still allows us to do things. I guess mostly inside.
Yeah.
Depending on what the weather's actually like, will depend on what we do outside. But I mean, it's even just picking up leaves or building up a porch. So it's
great job
whatever.
What you guys do. It's fantastic.
It really is. And if for some reason someone's out there listening that wants to maybe seek help from Habitat, they could also go to the website and Facebook, Twitter, and all those different sources.
Yes, we have emails on the website. We have a phone number.
Gotcha.
There's plenty of ways to contact us, and even through Facebook and Twitter, people send us messages all the time about getting involved.
Of course. And like you said, you can also check out their various gently used shops that are around, Sue, that they have with Habitat for Humanity. Some really cool stuff there that you could take advantage of. So thanks so much, Vin, for coming in today.
Vin, great job.
Thank you, Sean and Sue, for having me.
And
great.
Love seeing the young generation helping out. I love it, love it, love it.
NOHFH.com is the website
what was that
to
again?
go to. NOHFH.com.
Okay.
So, and I'll have the links up on our website at WOBM.com for you to get in touch with them as well. So thanks, Vin, for telling us about that. Sue, today would be a tough day to be up on the roof, though. Vin, wouldn't it? You got to be honest. If you're putting tar paper down on the roof.
If you are a roofer today or if you're working outside, please take it easy. Hot and humid. We could be well over 100 with that heat index today. Air quality alert is in effect. A little cooler closer to the ocean. Tonight, muggy, partly cloudy. Overnight low into the lower 70s.